Hi, this is Dr. Jeff, and I'm going to show you right now the example of a mirror exercise. There are so many different variations when it comes to how you can do the mirror exercise that I need you to be aware from the get-go that what I am showing you is true for me. You're going to have to look at your homework that you've done where you've kept track of your body position to know when your symptoms are activated, to know what the appropriate exercise for you is. And if you do have any questions about that, make sure that you ask me in the office. But I'll share with you what an example of a mirror exercise is going to be. And I'm going to use my own personal example. Because of all the injuries that I've had to my neck playing football and birth injury and just not knowing about these things until I was a lot older, I have certain patterns in me that if I move my body and hold it there for certain positions, it really starts mucking me up. It doesn't feel nice. And what I discovered is that there are certain patterns that when I do them, I'm going to feel a lot worse. Namely, it is when I stand like this with my right hip back, when my right shoulder is turned forward like this, and when I tip my head to the side like that. So for example, if I was using the phone like this, if I was typing on the computer, if I'm in the office doing one of the scans like this that we've been doing for your nervous system, all of those kinds of activities can really muck me up unless I become consciously aware of it and then do the exact opposite. So if this is the kind of position that for me is going to be the worst, the mirror exercise is where I am intentionally putting my body into the exact opposite configuration. That is, I take my hip that was backwards, I bring it forwards, I shift my shoulder back, and then what I do is I lean my head out in the opposite direction. If you have a twist occurring through your body, and the twist is when your hips and your shoulders are going like this, because they are supposed to be turning in the same plane. If they are doing this, this is going to be one of the most important exercises that I can give you, and one of the ones that will serve you the best for years to come. So in my case, what I do is this, is I bring my right leg forwards and intentionally turn the exact opposite of the way that my body is twisted up. Then what I do is I turn my head the other way, which is essentially allowing my head to open up like this, and I do a stretch where I hold my arms out like that. And I hold it for about 10 to 15 seconds. The idea is, again, that if your body is twisted down and compressed in a certain way, that you do the exact opposite activity, which is going to open it up and take the pressure off. You will probably notice the difference that when you do this, like, okay, wow, those muscles are really stretching, or that feels very different. You only want to do this kind of activity on the one particular side. The opposite of the posture pattern that you found is bad for you, because think about it. If I was to do this exact same exercise but in this position, what I've just done is I've made myself much, much worse, because I would have pushed myself into the exact collapse pattern. So only do a mirror exercise as needed in the position that's the exact opposite of what you found is going to be bad for you. You can do these as needed, intermittently through the course of the day, 10 to 15 seconds. You can do it longer, but I would not really go any longer than 30, because if you go too hard, then you could strain your muscles a little bit and it just doesn't feel any good. So good luck with these. I know that you're going to find great amount of value in being able to do what is essentially a custom tailored yoga stretch. Good luck.